Here at the Barron Center, we offer a variety of leisure programs that are designed to help meet the individualized needs of all of our residents here. They range from being physical in nature, emotional, cognitive, social, and even spiritual as well. Some of the examples of our physical programming is the wheelchair bike that we're going to be talking about here shortly. And we actually get some of our folks out for bike rides, and we go around the neighborhood that's right around here in the Portland area. And it's absolutely amazing because the amount of smiles alone just brings so much joy to the residents, and it's just so humbling for me to see something like that occur just basically by doing a bike ride. We offer a lot of social programming as well. We go out on community outings. Recently we went to the KISS concert. Yeah, at the Civic Center. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We brought 4 of our residents down there, and again, just to see them smiling and having a good time and fist bumping and all that is just phenomenal. We have the capacity for 219 residents. A good majority of our residents, they participate in our leisure programs. Again, we try to keep them very, very individualized, so not everyone is going to want to come down to like some of our larger group programs. They prefer the smaller groups, and a lot of our residents really, really enjoy the one-on-one contact too. So we have a lot of volunteers that we utilize in order to meet their needs as well, because we have a team of 5 people, and it's hard for 5 people to reach 200, well, the capacity for 219, but we have a lot of phenomenal volunteers that come in to help meet those needs as well. Back in the day, I was a recreation therapy major at USM, and we used a lot of adaptive technologies, and one of them we learned about wheelchair bikes, and I always wanted to try it out. And fortunately, my lovely administrator, Karen Percival, I brought to her attention, and she said, yes, let's definitely make that happen. And so we got the funding for it, and we were able to purchase our own electrical assist wheelchair bike. And we trialed it out with some of our residents, and it took off, and I have lines at my door in the morning when people want to go for their bike ride, and it's great. We have 1 bike right now. I do want to get more bikes because our demand is very, very high for bike rides. Well, the wheelchair part of the bike, that detaches from the bike part where I sit on and I do the pedaling, and the resident will sit in the wheelchair part of the bike, but I bring that to wherever the resident is at, and I transfer them from either their bed or from their wheelchair into this bike. I get them all secured. It's a very, very safe system. There's a footrest, there's a headrest, there's little guards that cover over the spokes, and once I get them all secured and safely secured in there, I bring that part back to the bike, attach it, and I hook up all the electrical components, and we take off and have a bike ride. I have 5 team members, and they've all been trained to go out and provide those bike rides as well. For some, it can be a little nerve-wracking at first, but they've been doing a great job with it, and they get out there and they help to meet more of the demand when my load is busy, as it usually is. We'll spend about 40 minutes out there per ride, sometimes a little bit less. It all depends on the resident. And if they want to go longer, we'll go a little bit longer, or if they want to stay out for like 10-15 minutes, we'll only stay out for about 10-15 minutes. Again, it's all individualized. It's what they want. They do have wheelchair bikes out there, and again, this is one that I want to get where you can sit side by side with the resident, and they have the hand cranks where they will be able to pedal the bicycle, and then there's foot pedals too, where you just push down, so you're not completely pedaling, but you're pushing down on little flat surfaces, and it helps to propel the bicycle along. And that's something that I'll be looking into hopefully next year. The Maine Healthcare Association, every year they offer what's called the Innovative Programming Award, and Ann LePage, our First Lady of Maine, she presented me with the award, as did Rick Erb. He is the president of the Maine Healthcare Association, and they presented the applicants and the winners with the award. It's a little plaque that we can see over there, and we had a ceremony up in Augusta at the Civic Center just to celebrate everyone's excellence. The biggest attraction for residents to participate in our programming here, whether it be the wheelchair biking program or our exercise group or our Tai Chi group, or we have a chaplain who comes in to provide kind of like a spiritual and dance group. It's individualized for the residents, and that's what's really, really appealing to them. And we make it fun. I have a crazy fun team. They know how to have fun themselves, and just their personalities alone is very, very contagious, and people are just kind of like drawn to that, I think. And that's another big way that our residents are attracted to doing what we do. I'm from Indian Island. It's the Penobscot Reservation up in Old Town, and as a Native American, we have a very, very high value and respect for our elders, and I was working at TGI Fridays as a bartender, and there was an older couple that came in every Tuesday night, and they would come and talk philosophy and talk life with me. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what, I really need to start working with the older population. And lo and behold, the next day, one of my coworkers came to me. She said that there's an activity director position at a facility in Portland. You should go apply for it. And I'm started thinking, yeah, maybe I will. So I went and applied for it, I got the job, and I was going to school at USM at the time, and I saw the Recreation and Leisure Studies department, and they have a recreation therapy major, and my advisor, she was she had a focus on providing care for the older population, and she was kind of a big mentor for me in that area, and especially in particular with dementia. And it just kind of like blossomed from there. And when I started working in long-term care, I instantly fell in love with it. It was so much fun. Here at the Barron Center, we can always use more volunteers. We have a great base of volunteers, and they provide a variety of services for our residents, whether it be in assisting with the bike rides, or meeting someone on a one-on-one basis to just have general conversation with them, or reading to them, or playing games with them, going outside, going for a walk with them. There's so many different capacities where we could use help from the community at large. So we're always looking for new volunteers. Even though older folks, they're coming into nursing homes, assisted living facilities, no matter where it is that they're going, there's such a stigma that's associated with that, and people think that they just go to these facilities just to live out the rest of their life and just kind of be there. That's not the case at all, especially here at the Barron Center. These folks are still living, and we want to make sure that they're still having a grand time while they're still living, and that's why we're going to KISS concerts, we're going to Tom Petty concerts, we're going wherever they want to go and trying to do whatever that they want to do, because they've done so much for our community throughout their lives. They've helped to develop philosophies, they've helped to develop the city of Portland, and just the thought of not doing anything for them, it's just mind-boggling to me, and it makes me just like, oh, you know. So I want to do as much as I can personally for these folks who have come before me.